Hi, I'm Dr. Carrie Oneal, and today I have a tool for you that will help your personal growth logarithmically. So much of the time people come in, and while they're trying to work things out, either with themselves or other people, there are four major things that seem to happen. Number one, they're stuck, they're stuck, they're stuck. They can't see it anyway, or they can't move forward. If they're working with somebody else, they're at an impasse. The second thing is, maybe people come in and they can't back down. They can't back down, their ego won't allow it, they can't back off of whatever perspective they had or viewpoint. They know they're wrong, but they can't back down. The third one sounds similar to the second, and it's where they won't give in to the other person. Yes, it might be about them not wanting to back down and their own ego, but believe me, it's worth giving it its own place here on my list, and that's because they can't give that power to the other person. Again, they may know that they are wrong, but they cannot admit to the other person that that person is right. Sounds the same, the nuance is different. And the fourth major problem with not being agile and limber in your viewpoints is this: no personal growth. So, impasse, can't back down, won't back down, no personal growth is going on. If I can give you one thing that would inoculate you against these four typical pitfalls, it is this: perspective. I actually give these things names. I'm going to call this one home with a view. You can say you need a different perspective, but what does that even mean? So let me give you a couple of examples. Home with a view. You live by the lake, you see a home that's for sale, it says view, you say, nothing could be better. You get there, you bolt through the door, you run into the living room, you open the curtains, and you're looking for that lake view. And there is no lake view. So you turn to the real estate agent, mad as all get out, wanting to rip a new one into that person. Where's the view? This said home with the view. And the real estate agent says, just 1 minute, follow me. Let's go down the hallway, up the stairs, around the corner, bedroom on the end. Get to the bedroom on the end. Then you have to go up the ladder to the bunk bed. And if you hang your head out this way, there's your view of the lake. Who's right and who's wrong? Perspective, context. Is the real estate agent wrong? Not really. That is a home with a view. Is the buyer wrong? Not really. They wanted what they wanted, right? Okay, here's another one. And I'm sorry if I'm boring you with these, but believe me, when you're in your shit and your head is not thinking, it is stories like this that you will remember. All right, so bear with me. Here's another one, right? Simple thing. What are the dimensions of this? You might say, I don't know, Carrie, it's a square. It's like 7 inches by about 4 inches. Okay, fair enough. But you know what? There's a person right over here who might say, what a bunch of idiots, imbeciles. That isn't anything, it's not black and it's not square, right? Because if we could turn, what is that person seeing? Right? Seeing something like 4 inches with this white thing that sticks out. Who's right? Who's wrong? Who's the imbecile? Who's the one? Right? You both are right, and you both would always be right. The real estate agent and the buyer, they are both right. And that curiosity, that willingness to see that they are both right is what will change your entire life when it comes to relationships. If you will stay curious, the person who can find the most number of perspectives knows the topic better. And we can build on this. But the problem is when people come in and they're so fixed, this is the way it is, this is the way it is. There's no growth. When they get so fixed on their position, they don't want to give power to the other person because now it's humble pie, right? Now I'm going to have to apologize and I don't know how to still keep my power and do the right thing and take responsibility for myself. So I want you to get your arms wrapped around the idea that the most number of perspectives on any given situation will help you win in the game against relationships with yourself. Yeah, because when you can only see it one way, you don't grow and you don't go forward. And it'll help you in the game with other people. If you're still listening, I've got one more for you. As I was exploring this idea years ago, not doing well in my life, I thought, okay, houses with the view, I understand that. Give me something simple, right? Give me something so simple. How about a needle? This is the circumstance of life. Ow, ow, ow. This is how you might be feeling about whatever's going on for you right now. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. And that's only one way to hit up against this, and that's the way it is, and that's the way I feel, and it's not going to change. Awesome. This is exactly what needs to be worked through, the pain of this. I am not invalidating that. But it would go a long way for your own personal growth if you could realize that even something as simple as this can actually also be hit on this way. And then here's another way. And then here's another way. Every time I change the angle on this, there's a million infinitesimal ways to hit on the same needle, which is the same circumstance in your life, without causing pain. So the magic I'm leaving you with, the tool that I'd love to have you get into the marrow of your bones is this. Stay curious. The person with the most number of perspectives wins. If you were in business, I used to sell commercial real estate. This is where I learned this tool. If you can see more perspectives, you will find a way to make that deal. In the relationship business, the more perspectives you can see, the easier it is to apologize, the easier it is to say, aha, I can see where you were right about that, without giving your power away. As soon as you do this, as soon as you can understand that all of you could be right, all of you might be wrong. But as soon as you can do that and everyone feels heard, the heat on the whole thing comes down. It becomes a whole different dynamic, and we will build on that. But is that person right from where they sit? If they were to give you the dimensions, yeah. Are you right from where you're seeing this? Yeah. When you can get past the threshold of who is right and wrong and where the goddamn view was and where it wasn't, now you're going to be cooking with grease. Because now it becomes what needs need to be met here. And that's a whole nother video, that's a whole nother topic. But I cannot get you there until you can really get your arms around understanding the power of perspective. Home with a view. And you don't have to be beat up, and neither did the real estate agent. Cheers to you. Cheers to great relationships. Be well.